Welcome, all you surf enthusiasts, to SoCal Surf with Dan Nappy. Today was Newport Pier. Huntington was starting to get really big and serious again, so I thought I'd take a chance and go to Newport. So we did, three of us, and it was epic. It was perfect. Little textured, not quite smooth and glassy as I'd hoped, but it was big enough that the chop didn't make much of a difference. And so to start off, I thought I was going to bring my 6-footer. And I was thinking maybe, I usually take the 7-footer to Newport, but I was feeling pretty courageous to take the 6-foot board. And I'm glad I did, because it was way stronger and more powerful than Newport usually is, and bigger than Newport usually is, and a lot of people there, as is normal for Newport. So with a lot of people and big waves, the risk factor goes up. But it seems like these were mostly pretty experienced surfers. Wasn't a lot of rookies in the water, so that is better. They know how to get out of the way for the most part, so that's good. The bad thing is you've got to check a wave before you take off, make sure nobody's on it. And that's about a 50-50 shot with someone being on it or not. You just never know. So I think it's going to be good again tomorrow. Of course, you never know. Excuse me, you never know because the ocean does what it wants. But by 8 o'clock, you can tell pretty much what it's going to do. So you can look at the Surfline report, look at the cameras, or you can just head down. You got a pretty good chance it's going to be good. I have a pretty good feeling that Huntington Beach is not going to be as good because of the large surf and the closeout conditions. But on the north side of the pier, there will be some corners and some edges that you can get to, if you're missing the big closeouts that are going to come rolling in. It's just a lot of work. It's a very large takeoff area at Huntington Beach, so you're paddling a lot more. And speaking of paddling a lot more, let's go back to Newport where we were today, and it was a lot of paddling. We first went out right alongside the pier, which usually is fairly easy, but in one wave after another, and the current was so strong you could not keep your feet on the ground. It would just push you in. And I was duck diving and jumping over waves and pushing, and I wasn't getting anywhere. Finally, I looked to my right, which would be north, and I saw some people paddling, and they were making progress. So I moved to the north about 50 yards, and it made a huge difference on getting out. So I was back up north of the pier a little ways, but I was able to push through a couple and then start paddling one duck dive, and I was already out. So, I didn't notice that when I first got there because I was so anxious to get in the water. But as I looked at it and struggling, I looked for another option, and it was definitely to the north. So that's it. And then I looked further north, and there was, people all the way down the beach, clear to the jetty. Plenty of people, but they were all catching some pretty good sized waves, and some of them were head high. And for Newport, that is the best at the pier. Now, if you go further north, 36th Street, 34, 36 on up, the bigger surf comes in, and it gets a little more hollow, so you got to be a little bit better at it, taking off and turning quickly, because if you don't, you're going to get hammered. And so that's something you have to look for when you're going a little further north. Less people for the most part, but definitely surfable today and probably tomorrow. So if you're looking for bigger, faster, hollow waves, go up past 36. If you're looking for a little easier waves, go towards the pier. But again, it wasn't that easy. Some big sets would come in, and you had to paddle out fast to not get hammered by them, and I got hammered plenty by them. So you're going to have to, just paddle a lot. And so today I think we paddled more than normal for Newport, because Newport generally is a very easy location to surf, but today was not. You had to be pretty strong and pretty athletic to keep up with the current and the larger waves pushing you around. Still not bad. It's good. It was epic for me. I caught a lot of waves, and they were fast, faster and stronger than Newport normally is. And so I had a really, really good morning. I think I caught every single wave was a left. Craig caught a lot of rights. He was looking for rights, and he caught them. He found them. But it seemed like for me, the lefts kept coming to me and doing some nice deep bottom turns and trying to make my turns a little more radical and perpendicular to the shore and the wave, instead of just easing down the line, trying to make those turns more more deeper and harder, so that when I'm done with it, the nose is pointing directly towards the sand. And when I take off, I'm trying to get the nose pointing more towards the outside, towards the ocean. And a couple of those went well, especially on the 6-footer, which is a lot quicker. And you put your foot in that back pad and then just slam it right, and it'll turn really fast. In fact, so fast that I was losing control on some of them. So I'm not as used to that one as I should be. I've been using the 7-footer for the last few months or so, actually for almost all winter. But I'm glad to be back on the 6-footer. It's a lot faster. It duck dives a lot deeper, so you don't get quite as hammered by the outside waves. So pretty good. There was no wildlife in the water today that I could see. No seals, no dolphins, just wild surfers. And some of them like to show off and see how close they can get to you before they turn, which I don't understand. It's just completely unnecessary. I'm not impressed. I'm not staying away from. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know if they're trying to show off or what. So I don't know. I just do my own thing. Don't worry about it. So there you have it. Newport today. Awesome. Great waves, left and rights. I took mostly the lefts. Craig took mostly the rights, and we had a rookie with us who mostly went straight. And he didn't have as good a day as us because the waves were bigger and a little harder to manage, but not impossible. So if you're a real beginner, even tomorrow might even be too big for you. If you're a medium to expert surfer, Newport could be good. If you're super experienced, Huntington could be good because the waves will be way bigger, well overhead, very powerful. I'd go to the north side of the pier personally because that's where the edges are going to be. There's, just like I said, the ocean does what it wants, so you're going to have to take your chances. But the ocean the waves were good today, so there you have it. I will check in with you tomorrow if I see you out there. And I need some more followers. If Wes and Danny and whoever can just push the follow button, that would be awesome because I only have one follower and it's embarrassing. So follow, and it makes it easier to listen to these podcasts because they come directly to you. And I don't do that many. That's going to clog up your email. So get with the program, push follow, and that would help me, and it would just make it easier for you. And hey, it's a win-win situation. Everybody's going to be happy. Push it. All right, see you in the surf. Have fun out there. Thanks for listening. And check out our sponsors, Merch Hero, nappyclothing.com, and Task Bullet. And our new one, Swing Easy. What is it? Swingeasy.com. That's for hammocks. Check it out. The hammocks are awesome. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Bye.